previous video, I mentioned doing some experiments with cylindrical capacitors, with one half of the dielectric being different, either being more massive or having a higher K. And so I'm going to include at the end of this video, towards the end of it, I'm going to include some footage of a couple of tests of those types of capacitors another associate has made as well, Nam Tram from Vietnam. So I'll have a bit of his. So that's going to be at the end. So that's interesting to check out. Some of you have requested that I do some vacuum tests with some of these devices to see if they're, just removing the ionic wind effects. So that's what I intend on doing in the near future. So if you haven't subscribed and you like this kind of stuff, you're interested in this kind of research, please subscribe. And thank you for your support. And in the near future, I'm going to be doing some work with superconductors and rotation of such, because there was some promising patents and documentation in regards to those and creating gravity fields. So I'm going to be delving into that in the near future. So you want to subscribe if you haven't, or if that sort of thing piques your curiosity. And so I hope you find this video informative, and thanks for your support. I'm going to turn on. I'm going to see no change whatsoever. Wait a second. Now give it a shot. And it turns the scale on, which is creepy.
It's like some kind of dark magic.
It's almost like it wants to travel sideways. So now what I'll do is try reversing the polarity. So this is now going to be ground, and this is going to be high voltage, positive. I'm going to go around this way. Oh wait, I can't because that's heavy. There we are. Just let that settle. There's a little bit of corona coming off here. So what I'm going to do is put one of these on just to reduce that a little bit. Alright, so I'm not seeing much in the way of vertical up and down thrust here, so I'm going to turn it on its side. Maybe we can see some pendulum type of thrust. Alright, so now we're going to test for swinging motion here. Nothing. Looks like it's... Put this in a bottle. To give it some stability. I'll put this lead here in this plastic bottle to give it some stability and reduce effects of wire movement, unwanted wire movement. I'm expecting it to move this way, but I'm not seeing that happen very readily. Looks like more of a twisting. Okay, I'm going to move this back a little bit. This is what I'm expecting to see, this kind of motion here. Okay, I'm going to flip the polarity. Flip the polarity. Positively charged.
Yeah.
So there's corona discharge coming out of here. Okay, a little less voltage, so it won't arc over now. It's a very, very, very tiny downward movement as soon as the power turns on. Okay, reverse polarity, same orientation there. So the outside tape here is on the negative side of the multiplier, and the inside is grounded. Scale is going haywire, so that's no good. So I've got it arranged like this so it'll swing like a pendulum if there's any force. And the greater gap is on this side here. So it's a bit of a crude setup, but it's just a quick test. Here goes. So the outside tape is being charged to the output of the multiplier. So it looks like there's a bit of a force going this way. Towards the probably lower, lesser charged side of this thing. So this wire here is about the span of my hand from the table, but that shouldn't explain why it wants to move this way towards me. So I'll reverse the polarity. Okay, polarity reversed. So no noticeable thrust or movement with the inside connected to the output of the multiplier. Okay, so here I have rotated this 180 degrees. So now the side where the cylinder is closest to the inside cylinder is closest to the outside cylinder electrode is on this side now, so I'm thinking that the thrust will be in that direction. And so the outside cylinder is now electrified with the output of the multiplier. So here we go. So there's a lot more movement when the outside cylinder is electrified and the inside cylinder is grounded. And this could be due to attraction between the outside cylinder being charged and the table what I'm seeing is some movement towards me. Again. It's really hard to figure out what's going on here. That wire's moving downwards towards the table. Not seeing any thrust though. Just with this device, I removed the outside layer of packing tape. So it's probably going to arc over like crazy, but seems to be moving towards the knee. So it appears to be just another variation of something like this. This electrode being the outside tape there. And this is the interior electrode. Just like that copper tube in there is the interior. So this is a cylindrical capacitor here. There's water in the middle and canola oil between the two capacitor plates. So the electric field right in the center there should theoretically be zero.